The truth of the matter is that I didn't have the sense to be scared, because at that time I didn't understand how challenging this particular kind of cancer is, and I didn't understand how difficult it is to diagnose and how difficult it is to view on imaging. I was completely asymptomatic prior to the diagnosis. I was diagnosed in the first quarter of 2012. Stomach cancer is often not diagnosed until a very late stage. It's often very complex and difficult to diagnose. This type of cancer, which was a signet ring cell carcinoma, tends to grow like a spider web under the lining of the stomach. It doesn't show up well on imaging, and we don't screen for it in the United States because it rarely shows up in an endoscopic exam, and it's just very difficult to diagnose, and it's also difficult to determine what stage the cancer is in. But eventually we determined that my cancer was a stage 3B, and the 5-year prognosis for gastric cancer at that stage is only 14%. I think one of the reasons that I've done as well as I have is because I have had remarkably good friends and remarkably good family members who have, in many cases been by my side, literally, throughout the process, and in other cases been by my side emotionally, even if they were not here locally. And as a matter of fact, one of the things that's very meaningful to me about being here at the bike shop today is that one of my very dear friends was the founder of the shop, and he and his wife have helped me enormously during my rehabilitation. In fact, during my first round of chemotherapy, I became so ill that they took me to their home and cared for me for about a week or 10 days before I was able to go back to my apartment. And it's just, I've been riding bikes with those guys for 20 years, and they're just wonderful friends. Chris's son Adam is now the owner of the store, but it's a very inspirational and motivational thing for me to be here. And these are dear friends that are just like family to me, and I believe the friendships and the family members that I've been able to have interaction with have become a really critical part of my recovery. The one thing that was really reassuring in all of this is that I had an absolutely wonderful surgeon and a wonderful oncologist. My oncologist was Dr. Malcolm Trimble from Allegiance Health. My surgeon was Dr. Sean Obi from Allegiance General Surgery. I think each of those gentlemen is absolutely a brilliant physician, and I had complete trust in Dr. Obi. And that really eased a lot of my fears and concerns going into the procedure. I knew if there was any way humanly possible to do a partial gastrectomy, he would do that. I guess one of the things that I have learned about myself during this process is that my sense of optimism has been an enormous help. And even at times when I've been frightened and disheartened, I've always believed that I had wonderful friends, wonderful family, wonderful doctors, people that I could count on, and I guess that I really believed in myself too, and my ability to fight through and get through just almost anything. And I think it's a combination of those things that have carried me through this far.